Jalen Hurts went from being benched in the national championship to being drafted 53rd overall in the 2020 draft, the fifth quarterback to come off the board, to leading his Philadelphia Eagles to a Super Bowl. Let's take a quick look at the four quarterbacks drafted before Jalen Hurts. The Cincinnati Bengals drafted Joe Burrow, number 1 overall in the 2020 draft. Arguably the best quarterback so far to come out of this draft class. I don't think the Bengals would change from drafting Burrow, as he's already put up 11,000 passing yards with 82 touchdowns and 31 interceptions. And a lot of those stats are mostly from the last two seasons, as he got injured midway through his rookie season. On top of that, Joe Burrow has already led the Cincinnati Bengals to one Super Bowl, got into the AFC Championship this last year, and looks like a franchise changer. And I don't believe they would draft Hurts here. However, Hurts is having a solid career at this point. I think Joe Burrow was the correct pick at quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals at number 1. With the 5th overall pick, the Miami Dolphins took Tua Tagovailoa to be their starting quarterback. Tua was the guy who everybody assumed was going to go number 1 in this draft until he suffered that hip injury, and Joe Burrow just had an amazing college season. But Tua hasn't been amazing in the NFL. He had his breakout year here in 2022 where he put up 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, but had a concussion issue constantly throughout the season. Part of that is Miami trying to kill him. But I think honestly Hurts would have been a better pick here. I think Miami would be happier with Jalen Hurts at quarterback over Tua Tagovailoa in this situation, which is crazy to think because Tua was the guy who replaced Jalen Hurts in the national championship game. And now, to be honest, Jalen Hurts looks like the better quarterback of the two. With the 6th overall pick, the Los Angeles Chargers took Justin Herbert, who has been absolutely amazing since being drafted. He has 94 touchdowns, 14,000 passing yards already in his career. He won the Offensive Rookie of the Year that season, and he has a Pro Bowl selection. I honestly think the Chargers wouldn't go back, and I think they would draft Herbert still at this point. This was a very stacked quarterback class, as to be honest, 4 of the 5 guys in this video would be guys who would be drafted higher or in a similar situation as they were to this point. I think this was a great pick by Los Angeles taking Herbert here. I think he's the face of the franchise and the future of the franchise, and I don't think LA would go back and change a thing. With the 26th overall pick, the Green Bay Packers took Jordan Love, which was probably the craziest pick of all of these quarterbacks, as Jordan Love hasn't even really touched the field in his career to this point, as Aaron Rodgers has still existed in Green Bay to this point. Now, there is sources saying that Green Bay is looking to trade Rodgers this season, which would open up the door for Love, which when you take a quarterback this high in the draft, you would hope that they would clear space for him. I don't think they take Jalen Hurts here either, because let's be real here, there's no point in drafting a quarterback in this situation. If they were going to redraft, as they would just end up drafting a quarterback for no reason. I think this was a terrible decision, terrible choice by Green Bay. They should have put weapons around Rodgers. Nothing against Jordan Love. This was not his fault. He had no control over them just pointlessly drafting him here. And finally, 53rd overall, the Philadelphia Eagles took Jalen Hurts, who has had a phenomenal start to his career, as he's a solid MVP candidate this year. He has led the Eagles to a Super Bowl berth and has just been a decent quarterback for him. He was a little bit slow to start his career, but he has really picked it up over the last couple of years and has turned into one of the best players in the NFL, and one of the best looking, let's be real here, but I digress. But if you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It'll mean a lot to me. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.